inappropriate story treatment, and that made me lose like engagement, if that makes sense. Anyway, and I did personally feel like there was excellent story progress towards making Zivu Urath the big bad for whatever was going forward. There were like story hints, right? With her, there were story hints that Zivu Urath was going to be the next inheritor of the Winnower's power, especially when we got that line in the raid, where the Winnower spoke directly, or where the witness spoke directly and told us, "I'm just the knife, right? I'm not the hand." Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Sojuro, Gun Cannon. Me bald. Oh my God, there's been so many subs. Thank you for all of the subs this morning, folks. Yeah, so if you don't know, or if you're like, what does this title mean? Bungie announced yesterday that the final update that's coming to Destiny is June 9th. He said, looking carefully at his calendar. Yeah, June 9th. So, we'll be hopping in to enjoy that. I would like to plan some fun stuff. We're going to play some Destiny 2 today. Maybe. It depends on how long I want to talk. That's up to me. It's a me decider and enjoyer. Escape will make me bald. Escape will make me bald. Those early Destiny days. Elder Goose, thank you. Escape will make me bald.
Broman tunes.
I nearly quit the whole thing after someone tried to take newbie me through Vaults of Glass, and I didn't know how to play. I hope that was a good experience. I enjoyed working with newbies. Escape will make me bald.
Broman jams.
Oh my, it was not. I hate that. Wish they would have moved from Final Shape to developing Destiny 3. That would have been the move. That would have been the move. I'm not the most dynamic business thinker, but I will always be aware of the playing board and a path to success based off of the structure that's currently present. You know what I mean? What does this mean for GCX? It means that we're having a great celebration for the Destiny community this year. We're going to do a main stage tournament for SRL. There's a few ideas floating around about how we want to approach that. But what's up, Mr. Chrissy Style? How you doing? But yeah, GCX hasn't been a Destiny exclusive event for a long time. And I know that for many people, this is going to be the first time that they have thought to re-engage with GCX. And what I'm most excited about for all of you to experience is we've been hard at work since 2019, turning the event into something that you're going to love regardless of what games you play. You know, so Destiny's going to have a presence there, but it's not going to be the whole show. You know, we have a ton of stuff coming down the pipe that you're going to see advertising. If you use the GCX command, I mean, I'll leak it, but you know, like this year we're going to have more voice actors. We're going to have more indie games, more charities participating than ever before. You know, we're at Universal Studios Orlando. We have the best after party, in my opinion. We have the most fun after party you could possibly hope for. Like, we're literally in a theme park. I have had, no worries, Eddie. Fallout wants to do something. Yes, Fallout reached out to me. I've had a few people reach out to me. Because if you guys don't know, since we're kind of pivoting the way that we approach charity, I'm not charity director anymore. I'm content director for GCX, which means if we're making content, that's my baby. So if you want to do something, you got to talk to me. I'm the decider. Yeah, I'm really, I mean, we've been making content for a long ass time, so I'm very the deciderer. It's very exciting. So like, I know a lot of what we're doing this year. And if you can't attend this year, everything that we do on the main stage gets live streamed, except for one thing. There's one main stage thing that we won't stream, and I won't let it will be okay. We won't, but okay. There's one main stage thing. We're going to have a closed door content creator panel discussion. I'm leaking that right now. No cell phones, no recording, honest conversation about the state of content creation. Is it a leak if it's your event? I guess not. I'm a rules follower when it comes to our marketing cadence, so I like to call it a leak. More like an announcement, you whatever you want. Is it another roast? Do you want some sounds like what the PAX devs used to do for developers. Yeah, we had Guy Blomberg has joined us this year as and Guy's got an incredible pedigree of projects he's worked on before, like DreamHack and basically everything in the gaming industry. The guy's a legend, and he brought that to the table. He's like, why aren't we doing something like this? I feel like it would be super valuable. And I was like, yes, absolutely. I miss the roasts. I will tell you this. Internally, I can't go, but next. Callie, hi. You can make content. We can make content. What was I gonna say? There's no stronger advocate for the return of a really fun after dark, escape part of the show than me.
Legendary Ladman gifted a tier 1 sub to Caliverse. They have given 320 gift subs in the channel.
I love how it rats people out, but only when it's individual gifted subs. It rats out how many subs you've given. I didn't set that up, and I can't make it stop. Anyway, you all know why we had to, like, so the reason we did an After Dark the first year we were at Universal, but it was, there's a bit of a miscommunication about the level of rudeness we could include in the show. It needed to be PG-13. You all have absolutely no chill, so we just had to work it out a little bit. We just had to work, like, we did Jackbox, and the entire audience was yelling holes for 2 hours, right? So too much. You know, like, that was so. There's some stuff I kicked around this year. I think we got a little bit too late into the planning cycle, but yeah, well, like, I'm going to keep working on it because I know it's valuable, right? Like, I know it's something that you all enjoy. I can tell that I've been streaming less because I keep almost talking to you guys like we're in a business meeting. And if I were to do that, I would divulge a lot of information. So I have to keep checking myself. I had to keep checking myself. It's been happening more frequently. It happened a lot this week with Forza. So it's okay. I work with a charity arm of a children's hospital. It's not St. Jude. Is it possible we can get involved with GCX this year? If so, whom can I contact? So you can contact me. At minimum, like, you know, a lot of the
in half with a motherfucking knife, then deal with this shit.
I know I would. Oftentimes, that's how I feel. Oftentimes, that's how I feel. Chad likes to clip my most rage-com, unhinged moments, and then put it in Tangia. I believe that was a clip from me dealing with 5 different fires at the same time while I was just supposed to be streaming. Okay, anyway, back on topic. If you want to reach out, you can. When you say you basically, like, have the representative in charge of your gaming program or the representative in charge of your fundraising initiatives or your marketing person, email me, ben@raredrop.co. It is for this year, especially with because we're about 60 days out. I can't promise much, but if you have somebody that works with your charity now that's going to be attending the event, there's probably going to be a lot more flexibility. Rip the DGen sound bites. We did have to purge that. We had to purge that, chat, because I needed to put on a little bit more of a professional face. I did. Hilariously enough, the reason I was doing that has now lapsed.
Now, chat. I'm not going to let you Tangia during the contest.
The reason I was doing that has lapsed. You fuckwagons don't want me to finish the sentence. I'm not going to get to finish a goddamn sentence. So can we get the DGen stuff back? I'll see if I can resurrect some of it. I was. This is my finish the sentence hat. It's my finish the sentence hat. It's for when I need to finish a sentence. This is what I took away from you when we moved away from Tangia. Good Lord, what a mistake. These guys I hate. I hate this. I hate the sexy leg sound. Like, why are they wearing thigh highs? You know.
Big man blast stories, big man blast stories, big man blast stories, big man blast stories, big man blast stories.
Nacho said he printed off a picture of Destiny 2, took it outside, and hosed it down with a full bladder piss this morning. People got a lot of feelings.
Hit the vape.
People got a lot of feelings about this. So, I mean, this is also not an untrue statement. I do love boobies. Amy knows that. I love her boobies specifically. I'm sad since Destiny
Thank you,
won.
ADK. Ladies and gentlemen, if you will, look right here.
Hey, you. You're finally awake.
I feel you, Lady Draconis. There's so many memories.
Has Caliverse met me yet? Have we had an introduction? Hello, Callie. My name is JC. Chasse so.
Good Lord. I can feel that one on my face. Every time you do that one, I can feel it on my face. That is a GIF I can feel. My particular type of neurodivergence has a lot of visual physical crossover. And yeah, that's one I can feel. There's also some I can smell, even though they're not there. Sensory nightmares. Is that an animal tank? That's a tank for my controllers. They get rowdies. I keep them in there. That's from the Pragmata team. This is like one of the coolest little pieces of tech. Oh, it's Mexicat. We love Mexicat here. You've been laughing nonstop. That's good. It's good for the soul. Will make me bald.
Tamar_socialite gifted a tier 1 sub to Smexighost_. They have given 513 gift subs in the channel.
Is this Popcat but longer? If it's Popcat but longer, chat, I'm just letting you know it's me bald.
86 months of Broman and Destiny. It was truly an era I will miss.
Same. So I would like to create an After Dark experience for you all again at GCX, but it's not happening this year. Escape will make me bald.
Legendary Ladman gifted a tier 1 sub to Balls.
Okay,
They
so
have
it's
given 321 gift subs in the channel.
he's gonna read the word balls, but he won't read the word huge anus. I'm offended. So yeah, GCX tangent completed. I'm excited for what we got planned for GCX this year. It's gonna be a good time. On a serious note, you were the first ever streamer I watched in Destiny 1 House of Wolves. Been around since Dr. Bro Snaps. Sad day. Escape will make me bald.
Legendary Ladman gifted a tier 1 sub to Dix. They have
I'm gonna
given
beat you to death.
322 gift subs
I'm
in the
gonna
channel.
beat you to death in game. I am gonna beat you to death in game. Sad day for the Destiny community, but happy for the memories and fun. Absolutely, B squared. At least it's not Yoda with the banana. Yoda with the banana had to die. I old yellered Yoda with the banana. Why is the chat not moving? Because we got chats on multiple outputs. Yeah, banana got taken away forever. Hi, Laborious. I'm feeling pretty good. I'm feeling pretty good. You know, my era of Destiny was Destiny 1. And you know, it's been gone for a long time. Been gone for a long time for me. You were showing your oldest Destiny 1 last night. I'll tell you one thing I want to do between now and GCX is you got to leave. Thanks for the laughs. Yes, game soon, Callie. Absolutely. I want to sit down and watch through the Red War campaign together, since that's like one of the only ways we can experience it. That would be a fun moment. So yeah, Destiny 2. I mean, I'll be honest, man. I am surprised that they're ending it like this. I wish things would have ended kind of after Final Shape. It's going to be hard. I don't know if another game will mean as much to me. The big thing about formative gaming experiences is that it's not just the game. It's the community and culture around it. And part of that is informed by the time. I want you to remember Destiny 1 came out on the Xbox 360. It came out in an era before TikTok, before the primary community building platform, before Discord, before short form content was dominant. As podcasts were slowly becoming a much larger content distribution platform, there was a completely different experience. is a completely different experience. Culturally around the game at that point in time. And then it's your age as well, right? Like I feel a strong affinity towards Destiny 1. But games like Chrono Trigger and Earthbound kind of strike higher than me. Ghost Stories, man, so many cool Destiny podcasts. I mean, like, you know, and I really wish, and I've been seeing this a lot online. People are like, how does Warframe do it? I love that that was the immediate question, because to me, like as an analyst, which is a huge part of my role at Magic Find and in all of my businesses, is surveillance, which is just knowing what's happening. As an analyst, it's very easy to look at the overall business approach of Warframe versus the business approach taken at Destiny at Bungie during the last 5 years of Destiny 2. And the Warframe community always shows out for their devs, but you know, horrible, horrific, terrible, awful business decisions aside, looking simply at approach, Warframe continues to iterate on the things that has always made them successful. They iterate on the things that draw people in. And they know their community, and they continue to develop more stuff to create depth for those individuals. Destiny continued to cast a wider and wider and wider net. And to me, the first moment in Destiny's history where they started to move away from that was when they introduced Infusion in Destiny 1. When you didn't have to, when the kind of dual purpose of farming went to a single purpose of farming, I felt like that's when Destiny 1 lost a lot of its magic for me. Because the thrill of getting a high power, perfect rolled weapon in Destiny 1 before the change to Infusion was never matched in the rest of Destiny's history. It simply wasn't. Was it cool to get a perfect roll later? Absolutely. That was fun. But when you had that secondary stat that you were chasing, it mattered. And then the experience of leveling that weapon, getting to experience the perks as they emerged, that both of those systems felt better to me. Both of those systems felt better to me. What's up, Two Step? And I remember when Infusion came out, and I said, I don't like this. I think it cheapens the experience of grinding. I remember the dialogue around that time. People didn't like it. People didn't like it. I was being overly critical. This was also during the era of Destiny where if you critiqued the game and you also played it, you were basically told you were told to leave the community. You don't got anything nice to say about Destiny. You need to fuck off. It was like that. Could you imagine that happening now? Now it's the complete opposite. How dare you say something nice about Destiny? You're going to talk nice about Destiny? You can fuck off. Shill. Paid shill. Huffs paint. Snorts galaxy gas. See, I still have those classified. I have those chat personas hammered into my head. Man, grinding Dead Orbit just to get that all black shader. Yeah, there were so many long tail chases in Destiny. Like, I really feel like they nailed the loot system off the rip in Destiny 1, and then most modifications to it in post, I felt devalued the grind. And so that is why, to me, Destiny 1 pre-Taken King era loot systems in Destiny were the best that they had. Anytime they made it easier, it felt like a mistake to me. Oh, I gotta hang on. I gotta do a thing real quick. Hang on. I gotta make sure everything is working over on the GCX channel. All right. Best time I had in Destiny 2 grind-wise was chasing the Reckoner title. Hell yes. Hell yes. Yeah, that dude. Yes. I even loved that some of the best stuff in the game was locked. I never had access to peak like Luna's Howl or any of the other PvP weapons because I didn't play them. And I also felt that that was cool. I loved that I was blocked out of the opportunity of getting some of this gear because I wasn't a good enough player. I thought that was fucking brilliant. My nose is itchy as fuck today, dude. I don't know what the hell is going on. Given what's happening, Pinnacle Gear was such a good experience. Should we talk Destiny 3? What's my favorite moment or time in Destiny? My favorite personal moment was King's Fall World First. That was my favorite moment. My favorite era was all of pre-Taken King. You're 50-50, it'll happen. Given the reporting that came out yesterday, especially the source and the fact that, like, you know, Jason Schreiber reported on it, but also Bloomberg. Bloomberg doesn't tend to miss huge when it comes to B2B analysis, right? They don't tend to come out with especially negative stories that need to be corrected later. It was T that ran away. Nope. T-Rex. Doesn't he write for Bloomberg now? It's just like to me, it's like a double credibility whammy. It's like boom, boom, left, right, good night. Was a Bloomberg article? The Bloomberg article stated that Destiny 3 isn't in development right now, and that there's likely going to be a wave of layoffs at Bungie. That's the headlines. He is, I mean, yeah, he's definitely he's been very accurate around Destiny, but I have other opinions about the rest of his reporting as well. there is definitely there could be a great addition of approaching everything with a human angle, compassionate human angle that I think his writing would greatly benefit from. But I'm not him. Do you think they would reconsider Destiny 1 remasters for the PC folks? I think if I was running the math and I needed to create a finance bridge to get to a Destiny 3, Destiny 1 remaster would be part of that process. Call that a roadmap. Yeah, it would be on my financial roadmap. However, I am more inclined to agree with my fear on this that something large corporations like Sony can do to make their balance sheets look good is write stuff off as a loss. And right now they are well positioned to do that with their investment in Bungie, and that makes me sad. An ideal scenario to me would be everybody at Bungie gets to keep their jobs because they get folded in as live service specialists. They get folded into Sony's overall corporate structure. And then there's an opportunity in the future for them to kind of resurrect the IP that they own. Sony owns. I don't think anything would be happening soon, but I wouldn't be surprised inside of the next decade if there wasn't a new iteration of the Destiny IP. I knew the Sony acquisition was going to end badly. A poisoned deal-making structure is I'm practicing being diplomatic here. The decisions that were made by leadership leading into the acquisition by Sony were specifically designed for a set of goals that probably didn't align with what was best for the player. How about that? How about that? How about that? How about that? Paid board seat, please. Those sure were words. What I'm trying to say is that if you look at the financial analysis around that acquisition and the things that were going on internally at Bungie, like where's the TV show? That deal was being penciled during that acquisition. Where are the two other IPs that were being developed? One for mobile. What happened to the copyright on the word matter? I don't know if you remember that, but there was a huge row around, but this was before they copyrighted anything associated with Marathon IP again, or they started reissuing copyrights. They copyrighted the term they copyrighted matter which was either going to be a new engine or a new game type or something. There were a lot of things going on internally to boost the company value towards sale. And then those projects slowly got wound down over 2 years as individuals' vesting periods ended. And that is indicative of if I was on the other side of the table and I saw all of the things that I was investing in disappear, I would probably be pretty upset. And Sony has not been silent on this. There has been commentary going back a few years about how they have felt about this deal from various VPs that they have. So I can tell you there is definitely commentary out there in the public that expresses Sony's displeasure with everything. How did they get to a $3.5 billion evaluation without those things being roadmapped? The belief that pandemic spending was going to continue. Money was cheap. You got to remember, 2020, 2022, money was fucking cheap. It was easy to get access to money. Loans were cheap. Like the economic and fiscal environment was very inexpensive. People were writing blank checks to gaming companies with a white paper and a cool idea. Because everybody had been convinced by the pandemic that number only go up, consumer playtime only go up, new paradigm, all of these things. If you hear people talking about this, you need to be really careful when you're investing your money, by the way. So all of these factors played into likely in my opinion, all of these factors played into a more flexible understanding of the future roadmap for what they wanted to do as a company. And they got, and the old former CEO got a whole bunch of cars in a garage over it. I try to be a holistic thinker, right? When it comes to this stuff, because nothing operates in a void, especially billion-dollar investments. Billion-dollar investments operate on a global financial scale, and so you have to think about the environment. And we have been living with the consequences ever since. Yeah, and that's the other side of this. Is on the other side of this. And we saw this across the games industry, and it's been very frustrating. It's been heartbreaking for me. I have so many friends that work in the game industry. T-Rex, game industry. Like my family has been directly affected by these terrible decisions, this terrible decision making around the. I mean, and like, let's be honest, man. Like, and this is why I think learning about. And all right, I'm soapbox. Okay, I'm going to get on my soapbox, and y'all are just going to have to deal with it. This is why I think even if you do not participate in financial markets, it is important to understand them. Okay? And I mean all of them, because all of them are going to teach you things. Traditional financial markets, learning about the bond markets, and I'll tell you the truth, I have learned the most about understanding consumer sentiment around markets by following the crypto space. I'm not telling you to invest in it, and I'm not telling you, I'm not taking a stance on its value to people in general. But if you want to understand how unbelievably hyperbolic and potentially manipulatable fiscal systems are, looking at the crypto space will teach you a lot really fast. So learning about the psychology that goes into making investments and what goes into people's fundamental decision making about how large companies spend is very important.
Escape will make me
and
bald.
looking at edge case markets like, you know, unproven technology markets that might actually be worth zero, is a great way to look at and understand psychology. So my soapbox is, if you want to talk about finance in any space, including gaming, you need to understand finance in its totality. And doing that as a normal person will allow you to bring humanity into that conversation in a way that people who discuss financial markets simply do not have.
Escape will make me bald.
Broman notes.
Because if you spend too much time looking at everything like it's a balance sheet and you remove the human element, you turn into a monster. So even if you don't want to participate in any of these markets, learning about them and how they work will make the world easier to understand. So that's my soapbox. And you can see it. Hop back on. And you can see the sentiment playing out right now as large companies are over-indexing their investments into AI, buoying up the American economy currently with AI, leading to a precarious situation that we're in right now where everybody needs to build hyperscale data centers in order to justify their investment. However, it seems as if these hyperscale data centers will be the vacant towns in Florida of the last financial crisis. There's a huge potential for that. And that is outside of any of the human elements that are happening. They're about to put a huge data center here downtown St. Louis. So even now, when there is a large group of large investors that believe in an idea, they will push it until it breaks. Soapbox off. What's the TLDR on this? Okay, so welcome to Professor Broman. They call me Professor because I can't stay on topic with my class. Yeah, so the final update for the Destiny franchise is coming in on June 6th. Destiny 2 is getting put on maintenance mode, and things are not looking super bright. And my heart goes out to everybody at Bungie right now. I will say this. It was surprising to me, if everybody's asking, when did people know shit? Here is something that I think you should factor in when you are thinking about when did people at Bungie know this. The Bungie Foundation had a fundraiser scheduled for like today or next week. They didn't know. They didn't know. The Bungie Foundation's page tweeted that they were going to reschedule a planned fundraiser because of this. So my guess, just based off of that piece of communication, is that very few people were aware of this, which is also par for the course when it comes to these kind of announcements, which is heartbreaking. Hey, bro, man, I remember back in Destiny 1, you were a whiny, salty bitch. How you doing nowadays? Yeah, I mean, I'm a very different person than I was 12 years ago. Hang around. The proof will be in your experience. Weren't we all whiny, salty bitches back then? I think so. I think so. That's good to hear. I used to rage bait you. I don't know, man. I don't know if that's something I'd be proud of, but you do you. I liked Salty Professor. Yeah, exactly. 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 It was a good angle. Will GCX still continue? Of course. GCX hasn't been a Destiny exclusive event since 2018. So, plenty of stuff to do at GCX outside of Destiny. We're excited to host some cool stuff for Destiny this year for the Destiny community to celebrate the game and the community that made it so special. But we've got a lot more planned as well. See? You start talking finance with some intelligence and you get the specialists show up like Wizzy. Let's see what else this guy said. Oh, it's a 2015 account, chat. That's how you know. That's how you know. It doesn't always mean that they're terrible, but it often means that they're terrible. Man, we haven't made a 2015 joke in a minute. Always a 2015 account. Not every 2015 account, but if it's an account, it's a 2015 account. Bro, I used to just, any fucking time somebody said shit that was questionable in my chat for a good 2 years, if I clicked on their name and it said 2020, it said 2015, I would just fucking ban them immediately. I would just ban him immediately. I'd be like, we don't even need to know. We don't even need to play the game. $2015. All right, we keep the vibes going. Keep the vibes going. We don't need to worry about that guy. I'm not caffeinated. What does a 2015 account mean? 2015 was like Taking King year. I think I got, so we have like what, 700,000 something followers. 500,000 of those followers happened between Destiny launch and the end of Taking King. And most of those followers were 2015 followers. And as this person said, as this person illustrated, a lot of folks followed back then because they were in the what's the appropriate say? They were like protozoic incels before they had a term for themselves. And so they would come into rage bait, and if they got you mad, it meant they won. Which, you know, is still, I mean, that's an attitude of an entire large swath of the American population at this point. But yeah, we got to meet them here first, chat. We got to meet them here first. And honestly, that's an all. Not everyone, though. No, like I said, and it's kind of like an SAT question. Some, but not all. Often, if it is, it's gonna be, but it doesn't mean for sure. Insane pull on Protozoa. Yeah, dude. Yeah. Seeing you in Godstream and Destiny 1 basically had me in tears. You guys carried me through high school. Always. Always. It was a great time, man. How you doing, Ski J? Yeah. You know, people change. People change. Found you and got streaming on a PC beta test for Destiny 2. Man, I remember the beta test for Destiny 2. I streamed 18 hours of that strike and the 2 PvP maps a day for like 2 weeks. Jesus Christ. One last ride, boys. Yeah, I definitely want to get the crew together. I definitely want to get the crew together and see if we can't do a one last ride situation. Gonna re-download the game. I'm definitely gonna be like playing in June. SRL is gonna be fun. Obviously, if Destiny 2's on maintenance mode, we'll have forever to do it. Another streamer racing league. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do at GCX. Maybe we'll do, man. Maybe we do something as like a lead up event. We could do one. I could fly down to Corey's place, do it all in person like last time. It would give me an excuse to get a tattoo session, which we could now afford since we're not going to buy that house. Everybody who's just tuning in for the Destiny stuff is like, they're going to be like, wait, I haven't been following the IRL stuff. Tattoo session for me today. Cool, Morrison. Yeah, I got to get a couple more. I don't know how many more sessions I have on my leg piece, but yeah. Some hide and go seek would be cool. Yes. Dude, awesome, Brand Blood. Yeah, I got, if you guys don't know, if you haven't been around for a while, man, do I have like a t-shirt down here so I could like show you? I gotta have a t-shirt down here somewhere. Yeah, man, both legs, and then we're gonna do the back and chest, and then we'll be done. We'll be very sexy and done. And then I get to be like a real asshole about it. My goal, just so you know, my goal is when you have all the tattoos done, you know, anytime somebody's like, wow, look at this guy, you're wearing like a $3 shirt. And you can be like, I wake up every day feeling like 50 grand. Because I got that shit on. Just take the sweatshirt off. I would. Give us a flex. All right, give me a fucking second on this shirt. Okay. Yeah, so tattoos. Yeah. Right? Look at that. Sun's out, guns out. Escape will make me bald.
Tamar_socialite gifted a tier 1 sub to no_balls. They have given 514 gift
Taking
subs
good
in
care
the
of
channel.
everything. I am taking good care of everything. How's the leg healing? Pretty good. I can't show you all of it. Kind of hard. But the koi fish healed up. It's going to look nice when it's filled in. It's going to be super colorful. I'm going to be beautiful. Saw it coming. I don't think anybody is like super surprised. You're beautiful already. Thank you. I like the vibrant, you know. When I went to Matt for my first tattoo for this one, my first pitch to him was to have this sleeve done in like vaporwave colors. So like
will make me
really
bald.
bright pinks and
Found you in
blues
Destiny all
and
those years ago.
purples and stuff.
Happy to still be here.
He talked me out of them because they don't age great. But that was the plan. Venges, thank you for 133 months of subbing. Thank you, thank you. I haven't been accused of being AI yet today, chat, which is pretty great. But yeah, we lost, someone asked, just diet and exercise for about 3 years. And then this year I've been working out every single day. Am I wearing a mask? No, I'm not. I'm not. Good current events joke. Yeah, so, and I'm working out every day. I turned 40 this year. Just about 100 days from now. How are the abs coming along? Not great. I mean, I think taking break weeks is important. That the abs are not I mean, like, we're okay, but we have the definition on the side, but I think my Irish genetics really don't want to let go of they don't want to let go of the front. Yeah. I have to remind myself that like once every 8 weeks I try to take a slow week and I often forget. And then I'll crash super hard. I'll crash super hard and all my lift totals will go down and I'll be like, what the fuck's going on here? And then it turns out it's just because I haven't rested. Rest is important, especially as you age. It takes a long time. It takes more time for the adaptation to happen. That doesn't mean give up. It means be kind to yourself. It means be kind to yourself. Fitness is such a long-standing practice of being kind to oneself. At least that's what I've learned this year. $13 years, yeah. It's a struggle. I've been working with my mother-in-law as well, right? She's in her 60s. And it's just like we soapbox. I don't know where it happened, but we have this idea that every human being should work out the same way as every other human being, regardless of how old they are, and that's nonsense. You cannot expect the same results from an 80-year-old as you do from a 20-year-old. Everybody should lift heavy. That's great. Stops the osteoporosis, keeps muscle tone and volume, reduces all-cause death. Absolutely. But you're not going to put a fucking 80-year-old on the same lifting growth schedule as you do a 20-year-old. So learn to be compassionate. But yeah, Destiny 3, I don't think it's happening, personally. I think that's copium. And I want to huff the copium. I do. I want to see it. Haven't seen you for over a year. You've lost some weight. What's crazy is I thought I had lost a lot of weight last year when I started this journey. Because I had. I need to retake my profile picture because even that picture is from last year's St. Jude Summit. And I've lost an easy 20 pounds since then. Hey, what's up, Sam? Doing good. Doing good. They had to sustainably grow first. They're in a difficult communications location, man. Like the community sentiment backlash towards Marathon is going to be really difficult to manage for a little while. I hate to see. I don't like seeing how many people are coming at the community managers and everybody on socials right now. I think that's a big mistake because those guys. You know, they are not communicating directly and freely, right? Like they're communicating messages that are approved. They're in quite the impossible situation. I think Marathon is a good game. I love Marathon. I think Marathon's fucking dynamite. It's my favorite extraction shooter I've ever played. Yeah, the only people who are at fault for this at Bungie are not devs and they are not community managers, right? They're decision makers. Thanks, Vlad. I am looking forward to SRL though. I'm looking forward to zipping around. I'm looking forward to being in a car. I wonder if I could play SRL on the sim rig. What happened? I'm totally out of the loop. I bet you can. I bet I can too. I'll figure it out. You know what I'm really liking about Forza 6, since you brought it up? Just like it's making me want to learn about cars. And it's and photography too. I've been getting a lot of videos from people taking just sick fucking photographs. It's reigniting a lot of my creative juices. You got to keep the creativity juiced. Love learning. So what's the details on this? So if you missed the news yesterday, Destiny is receiving its final live update June 9th. And then it's basically being put on maintenance mode. So it is the end of the Destiny era as we know it. We don't know what that means for Bungie as a company. There are a lot of hypotheses flying around because you got to remember multiple hypotheses is hypotheses. Hypotheses. Wild news indeed. The main issues at companies like this, you have your big IP and now suddenly stopping for nothing goes for. What's hard for me is how it's ending. Like, I would have preferred a high note. I haven't been experiencing any crashes. Chork. Your name is fun to say. It's always fun to say. Ooh. Yeah, the Star Wars DLC, right? What is this? Oh, no. Enjoyed the hell out of the lightsaber bit. What's there to play today? You know? If I were to hop in for a little bit of Destiny, I haven't really touched any of it. Ugh. Wish it would have ended when the witness. Yeah, I mean, we were talking about that. Yo, Shibin, that's crazy. Scott said he wants Sarah McLachlan live at GCX. Well, if anyone can make her do it, it's him. Just going to have to hit a 20 on that luck stat roll. What's up, Josh? Thanks for tuning in. Needs to be Celine Dion. I would do it. Like, Celine Dion would be great. Amy would lose her mind. Duolingo for Hive Runes, but Broman voices it. In. Is this over? Is this it for Destiny? It's looking like this is it. It's looking like this is it for Destiny, friendo. And it's definitely got me in the feelings. Pull up stream chat over here so I can look at things on this monitor. Well, AES, that's not DMG's role. DMG's role is to communicate what he is told to communicate. If you have seen a community manager say something that made you hopeful and then it brought you pain because you feel betrayed right now, understand that they were doing that under the directive of someone else. You know? Yeah, it's a task of their job. Don't shoot the messenger. Exactly. Escape will make me bald.
Tamar_socialite gifted a tier 1 sub to No Brains.
No
They have
brains.
given 515 gift subs in the channel.
Kind of felt like it was coming. Yeah, I mean, again, it's not. It's not unexpected. It's just unfortunate. It's sad to see. Yeah, I've also seen article like so former devs have been also speaking out about stuff that they pitched, and apparently like a war against Zivu Urath was pitched multiple times. That shit would have been peak. Peak. If I don't shoot the messenger, who am I supposed to go after on my witch hunt? I guess you're just going to have to do something that's almost unheard of in this current era, which is handle your big feelings personally without externalizing it. Also, Pete. You can go after the person who brokered the bad deal. Pete. Yeah. Yeah. You can feel those feelings towards the person who brokered the bad deal. Yeah. Did Destiny 2 become like an end of Mass Effect 3 situation where it turned one person into a room making story decisions? I don't know. I would really like to know why some of the I don't know why some of the story decisions were made. They certainly weren't my favorite story decisions. But who knows? All right. Set up this stream together. All right. That is live. A Titanfall scenario? I don't really know enough about that to talk about it. Sorry if you're too spicy. You're not too spicy. Nobody's too spicy, man. Feel your feelings. It's all right to have them. It's important to have them. Shadow Stream really got me. I didn't watch that. I've seen some clips. I haven't had a chance to watch any of the clips. You got the jar, got me through some of my toughest times back in Destiny 1. I think that's what made Destiny so special is that it was that place where everyone could gather. Even Kakis was slightly emotional. I think everybody who is actively producing content for Destiny right now is having a very different experience than I am, right? I've loved Destiny so much, but it had been the other game. You know, it had been like the back burner game or the let's check in on it game for a long time for me. This is my most armchair dev take. I feel like nowadays, if you want a successful live service game, you need your QA team to be as large as your non-QA dev count. Otherwise, you're just asking your dev team to sit on an eternal treadmill of back and forth with game design choices. I think that if you look at the feedback cycle of how Warframe listens to their community, they've got it pretty nailed. I don't know if QA is the solution. I think the solution is building a game that has an adaptable environment that you can iterate on in a rapid sense. Implementing community feedback at a rate that the community feels is fast enough. And that's more engine dependent than it is on QA. Ooh, speaking of running my mouth, what's God damn it. Well, today is chest day. I don't know if I want to do that. My low back is lit. I think the one thing that I will miss more than anything else is, you know, there's no more world first races. And that does suck. It is fun looking at everybody's pictures. At least you got your belt. Oh, must be allergies. I gotta take something. Yeah, I gotta take something here real quick. Chat, let me run upstairs. I'll be back in about 3. See you then. All right. You talking about Warframe? Warframe has an unbelievable amount of content, and for some of you, it will be the game of all time that you want to play. Morning, Reed. So when's D3 coming out? D3 is looking incredibly unlikely. Chat. You think Destiny Studio is coming in the next 2 years? I don't see how that's possible considering Sony owns the IP. So Sony would need to sell the IP for that to happen. So I don't think so. Sony selling the IP might be a great way for them to get a return on it, or producing a whole bunch of games off the IP. Didn't Microsoft make Halo Studios? It was created by a Microsoft executive to oversee the Halo franchise after Bungie went independent. So, I mean, maybe. Maybe. But based off of everything that is happening, I would say I have less than 10% confidence that Destiny 3 would happen. That's just based around how I see things. If Bungie is going to move forward with layoffs, the people and staff, the expertise necessary to produce another Destiny game is going to leave with those people. So it has been publicly confirmed that Destiny 3 is not under development at all right now. And if that is the case, you are stretching deeply into the bargaining phase of grief to convince yourself that Destiny 3 is happening. Do I think Destiny 3 would be a good win back for Sony? Sure. But I'm not optimistic. You honestly think it's happening? I'd go nuts. I'm just telling you, I can't take that journey with you. Can't take that journey with you. The wording in their article implies they're doing something Destiny related. I'm begging you to go look at the coverage around what's going to happen at the studio. But again, you're allowed to have your opinion. I'm not trying to change your mind. You have your opinion. I think it's hopium, but that's okay. Weirdly, I'm not upset. I stopped at the final shape. The final shape was my the final shape was kind of like my last hurrah with the game. We can't even play the early campaign of Destiny 2. I want to do a Red War watch along. So we will watch it. I think we can watch it together. Have a good feel about it. Curious about Bive. I watched Bive's video yesterday. That was difficult for me to watch. Bive's video was tough. You see a way Sony could reverse course? No. Now, you got to understand, when the news makes it to you as a consumer, the decision was probably made 2 months ago in the boardroom. He put out a new video aside from the one that we had last night.
Escape will make me bald.
Bife's feeling it for sure. Nobody was more invested into the stories. You know what I mean? Nobody was more invested into the stories. There's no way they don't make Destiny 3. I'm telling you, all signs point to that not happening. But it's okay if you're in denial. I know we don't want it to end this way, but almost all of the signs are pointing to that being the case. Yeah. It's okay. It's hard to let go of things we're passionate about. I get it. I get it. Keep the vibes up. No need to get stressed. No need to get stressed. Yeah, you're in the bargaining state. For sure. Listen, man, yesterday there was room, in my opinion, there was room for the discussion around the language of the press release about potential futures for Destiny. Do I think the IP might have some more gas in it? Yeah. Might Sony use the IP to create some other games? Absolutely. Will those other games be a fully fledged looter shooter in the size and scope of a Destiny 3? Probably not. Will they be single-player adventure games based in the Destiny universe? Probably. Hey, man. Oh, yeah. Is that... This better be... Hang on. I have to check on something. If this isn't cleared, I'm going to call and scream at some folks. You want to watch me call and scream at some folks? It'll be fun. Hey, there it is. Don't you love credit card companies? I know I do. Nah, man. Credit card companies calculate like your running balance on a daily basis. So if you make a large payment, what they like to do is even if they'll process smaller payments day of, but if you make a big payment, they're going to make that payment take an entire day so that they get that whole balance on your fucking sheet for that day. That shit fucking pisses me off. Fuck those motherfuckers. Fuck them. Fuck them in the face. Bum 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 bum. You pay, it takes a day of process, and then they charge you for that day of interest. Exactly. So you're just fucking chasing the rabbit on that shit. That's why I pay in crude oil. I only pay in crude oil. I only pay in crude. Also, after you make a payment, they like take away the payment option on the app. They're like, no, don't pay. Don't do that. If you pay today, we won't make as much money off of you. Lick my balls. I've been thinking about how I'm getting a wheel for Horizon 6. Which model? I recommend the G925. G920. I always have the box out to remind me because I'm bad with numbers. G920 series from Logitech. Great starting place. 3-man VOG, it's the only way to save the franchise. I'll do it for $1 million. I didn't know they were. I thought Golf with Your Friends just came out. I didn't know they were making a Golf with Your Friends too. What was $1 million going to do? Pay me and T-Rex and Goth to run Vaults of Glass. That was the joke. That was the joke we were making. We'll blow Atheon's head smooth off. These old pictures from the old GCX event. Oh, it's making me sad. We were all so young. Destiny 2 is lost to the dark corners of time. That's Broman is OG Destiny streamer. No one can tell you otherwise. Absolutely, man. I wear that with pride. I wear that distinction with pride. Hang on, we haven't done this yet today. Haven't done this one yet. Haven't done. There you go. How about that? Algorithm is milking us for emotional stuff today. I feel you, YouTube. I feel you. It's upside down. It is. It is. I apologize. Oh, unironically, this feels so good on my neck. I can't believe it. Oh, that's nice. Oh, that's real nice. Got to figure out a way to get there this year. Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be special. It's going to be real special. Nacho, unironically, that is the most Gen Z joke I've ever seen you tell. Not ouch. I illustrate that to let you know that, the kids are still going to be into the fucked up insane comedy. Are people big mad about this? I get it, man. I understand, from a content creator perspective, it's going to be tough times after this final launch for folks that have been only making Destiny content. I think some folks have communities that are large enough that they're going to be able to pivot out really well, really easily. Others, not so much. Morning, Anime Wolf. I get it. I love the Broman dog emote. Such a moment in time. Thing that people are getting incorrect is sources are saying Destiny 3 or anything hasn't even been thought about or greenlit by Sony. Yeah, no, I know. I've made mention of it. But listen, folks love this experience, and everybody's at a different place with the franchise, and some folks are going to be grieving pretty heavily. And part of grieving is denial and negotiating. So, you're seeing a lot of that online. Our weekend pass is going to be available till GCX, or are you guys going to sell out of those? I'll always say buy your tickets now. Every single year, people wait and 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 wait. And then week of, I get a DM. I get a text message. Hey, I noticed the tickets aren't available. I would say, especially with what we're going to be doing for the with Destiny, along with everything else that we haven't even announced yet. You have to remember, Destiny is only a part of the show this year. Part, maybe 20%, maybe. Most of the show we haven't announced shit about yet, and I guarantee you it's stuff you're going to be excited about. So get tickets sooner rather than later. Yeah, and yeah. And I say this as a chronic procrastinator. The harshness comes from me speaking to myself. Escape will make me bald.
I am a sad guy today. Destiny was always my comfort game. I met most of my online friends via the game, and I'm gonna miss it all. Hope you're doing well.
I'm doing really good, Dids. I am. Lots of people feeling big feelings. Are the Goblin Town dudes coming back? I can tell you that we have more indie developers coming this year than we have ever had previously. And more voice actors. How many indie cars, though? We're still working on that. But I'm very, very excited about what we've got for you at GCX this year. I think it's going to be it was going to be a special year before all of this. So you're going to have a good time. You have a real good time. I'm looking forward to it. I'll tell you that the thing that has hit me, it's going to be mixed special as fuck. If you ever move GCX to Copenhagen, Denmark, it would be cool if in like 3 to 4 years GCX was like an international event. That would be pretty neat. Maybe 4 to 5. Like, who knows? But if you close your eyes, it does always seem like nothing has changed at all. I'll tell you. Oh, I know that song. Yeah. I saw Dado was crying. Are we mourning Destiny here? I'm all right, chat. I'm okay. It's not the way I would have liked to see everything end. But you know, my time, I've already dealt with saying goodbye to Destiny a while ago. Right. Yeah. Yeah. My era of Destiny, I've already grieved it. It's been gone for a while. But we are going to be doing some really fun stuff at GCX to kind of honor the history of the game. Hope you got that premium pass for the After Dark party. Yes. One of the memories that lives rent-free in my head was Broman going through the Destiny 1 Legacy scroll at the launch of Destiny 2. Oh, man. That was cool. The final shape really was the final shape. Yeah, the Destiny killer was Pete Parsons all along. How many cars is enough cars, chat? Coming back for SRL, I'll be here. We're going to be doing fun, silly SRL shit. That makes me, I feel very inspired to create some cool stuff with my friends on the. There was always a plan to go do cool shit on the way out with the franchise. I think it was just that yesterday was not. Yesterday was not in the package. It was not in the package. Also, the guys Zavala is sad moment from the campaign. Yeah, one of the things I'd like to do is I'd love to watch the want to watch through the Red War campaign. We'll have a Red War watch party. We can look at old Broman and make fun of him as we have an emotional experience watching the Red War story play out. Yeah, what are your best memories, chat? I'd love that. I'd love to know. I don't think I can handle any more emotions. I understand. Doing VOG for the first time with you guys when you did the raid clinics, that shit was crazy. So fun. Two-man Crota flawless. Oh, that's nuts. Lighthouse, Wormhaven, getting a flawless Crown of Sorrow and Last Wish. Dude, the flawless raids were so brutal. And I do miss this. I mean, I miss Vanilla Destiny 1. Um, what's going on? Not much, man. Just hanging out. Forever 29. You were 30 in the tower when everyone was stuck at 29. That was my favorite, dude. Like my favorite was the Destiny 1 vanilla power chase was perfection for me. Every modification they made to that system made it not as fun for me. Is this the last GCX? Absolutely not. GCX hasn't been a Destiny exclusive event since 2018. So, yeah, Destiny is part of our legacy as an event, and we're definitely going to be providing a place for folks this year to celebrate the game that they love. But we are and have so much more to offer everybody, and we'll show you this year. We've only just started marketing it. You know what I mean? There's a lot more coming. But yeah, in the past, we've had Warframe, Realm Royale, Fortnite, FIFA in 2018. Oh, yeah, we had Warframe, Realm Royale, Fortnite, and FIFA in 2018, and Control, I think. Yeah, people just don't pay attention, and I understand. I don't expect folks to. You know. You hear everybody remembers their first impression of something. Pay attention. Why? I get it. I have ADD. What am I going to do? What am I going to fucking do? I'm going to come down on somebody for you didn't pay attention. No. That'd be like weaponizing my childhood trauma. I'm not going to do that. That would be my domain expansion. Domain expansion. Whose fault is this shit? Inside of Broman's domain, whose fault is this shit? The crowd of chat decides who's at fault. And then and after they've rendered their judgment, that person is rendered deceased. My curse technique would be pay attention. The second you lose focus, I punch you. Yeah. Domain expansion. Whose footsteps are those? Angry footsteps? Or happy footsteps? Forsaken campaign and watching you guys do King's Fall. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I just got a fucking text from our the mortgage guy. We're looking at a house. Little does he know, he fucked the pooch so bad with us 2 days ago that we don't care what we decided to completely change course on how we were approaching house buying. Because I'm not gonna do it again, man. I'm not gonna go through the home purchasing process another time where I get treated like a fucking criminal. I'm not doing it. Oh, you're self-employed? Oh, you have a complicated tax situation? Well, prove to me that you actually make money. Okay, here's all the money that I made. That's not good enough. No, the U.S. government decided it was good enough. That's not good enough for me. It's not good enough for me. I'm Mr. Underwriter. Nah, fuck you. I'm done. I'll work with people who make it easy. If you don't make it easy for me, I'm not fucking interested. Yeah, and we don't own this place, thank God. Yeah. We noticed you submitted 100% of your income. Unfortunately, due to reasons that we made up, we can only accept 50% of your income, and we'll base all of the underwriting off of that. But I'm still going to make the rest of the money. Yeah, but not on paper. Not on our paper that matters. Light yourself on fire in game. In game. I decided that it's very important for me to let out my violent metaphors because when I bottle them up, it makes my tummy hurt. So if those kind of jokes make you uncomfortable, I guess you're just going to have to get over it. Yeah, I'm just going to write a letter to the government and be like, look, they told me that this isn't real fucking money for buying a house, so I don't know why you're treating it like it's real money. It's monopoly money, essentially. I was raised in a violent environment, okay? Like that's just where my humor goes, all right? Okay? It happens. It happens. And as Kevin has said many times, I'm probably the one that's the bad day away from becoming the Joker anyway. All right? So fucking watch it. The other part about buying a house here in St. Louis is everyone's treating us like we're first-time home buyers, like we haven't done this shit multiple times already. We're all one bad day away. That's true. That's true. That's true. I'd watch a Broman Joker crossover. I would do a good job as the Joker. I would. I think I would. You're buying a home in St. Louis? That's where we're looking currently. Let us hear the Joker laugh. Oh, you got to hear it a little bit in the that Forza clip. Hang on. Let me pull up the Forza clip, which went viral, by the way, chat. We went viral again. Poggers. Poggers, short form viral content. Poggers. Goddamn. Yeah, here we go. We held it down long enough that he had to check. Let's go. Microsoft Teams horn for the win, dude. Yeah. Ammunition edited that into the start of Feel Good Inc. You check Teams? I'm sorry. I tried to not include that part. Teams horn is evil. Yeah, y'all are lucky I have business meetings this afternoon. Otherwise, we would be doing what I'm going to do probably every Friday for the foreseeable future, which is fuck people over in Forza Friday. And what we're going to do is we're going to drive around from the hours of 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern time. And I'll have a big warning on the stream about it. And we're going to see how many people we can get to force quit the game. Because they think they clocked off work early, but now their boss is calling them. Yeah, Twitch is being weird today. It wouldn't load the chat box on some streams I was watching earlier. You're a fucking monster? Yeah, well, I got to let it out somehow. Oh, it was the 7TV extension that was doing that. I updated it and it did get better. Got it. Guardian clown. Guardian clown. It's been a good ride. It has. Knives are out in chat today. Knives are out.
Cheese, 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 cheese.
I see we all share my penchant for
cheese,
humor.
Cheese. Whoa. Haha.
Man, you know what I'd be willing to do if we could talk the crew into it? I would totally be willing to do one more absolutely blasted raid night with everyone. I know we used to do that like every Tuesday night. I don't know how my liver survived. But that would be wild. With the old crew? Oh, yeah. Rebel Eyes? Yes. Yeah, I mean, everybody. I'd want to try with everybody. I don't get to watch that often, but I would make time to watch that. Why the end? Why is it the end of an era? Because Destiny 2 is receiving its last live update. Receiving its last live update in just a couple weeks. So I decided to show up and talk about it. Because it's an expectation, I guess, that I have of myself to be around for things that are important. And then it will go into maintenance mode. That's right. It has been a good ride. Destiny 3, not likely. Not likely, unfortunately. Hopefully they make another looter shooter. I think if you want my most doomer take, here it is. I think that all, I'm almost 40, pillars, unassailable companies in the gaming space have come and gone in my tenure of being alive on this planet. And I fear that that is exactly what we're watching with our beloved developer Bungie. Nothing lasts forever, chat. Nothing lasts forever. 30 plus years for a game studio is a fucking fantastic run. Now, I'm not saying that's what's going to happen, but all possibilities seem open at this point. And ultimately, corporate mismanagement will ruin any business. I mean, yeah, NDA Badger, there's a lot of potential pathways forward, but the reality is that those are all very unlikely far outside the box possibilities. And I'll say like, and I've been saying this a lot lately, and I think it's incredibly applicable now. It's really safe and smart to assume that every day of your life is the good old days, because you're going to look back at this moment 10 years from now, and you're going to feel nostalgic about it. And to me, I knew while it was happening, while everything was going on with Destiny 1 and everything was happening around it, I knew that those were going to be the good old days. I knew it. And they were. They were. And so, I think if you're trying to frame something up so that you don't feel intellectually devastated right now, know that whatever gap is created in the marketplace from Destiny's lack of continuous participation here, something's going to show up that's just as good or better. Because that's how it always works. That's how it always works. My whole life, I've seen people say nothing is ever going to be better than X. And when X goes away, Y shows up, and it's as good or better or good and different. Anthem 2. Anthem 2. Anthem 2. Yeah, Toast. I think Destiny 3 is a hopium. It's a hopium position, unfortunately. Yesterday it wasn't so much. Now now yeah. I think Destiny 2 players are taking it well. I mean, I think so. You got to look at it this way, and I saw it on Twitter, but like me JP, who's put 1,000+ hours into this game, he said he's feeling sad about it, but he compared it to like, if this is how a game like Final Fantasy 14 or World of Warcraft ended, it would be devastating. And I know we meme about people who still play Destiny because that's just part of the fucking channel at this point. And that's mainly because folks harass me about playing it. But I understand that it's still an incredibly meaningful place for many of you. And that's valuable. Wouldn't have some of your closest friends today if not for Destiny. If not for Destiny, I wouldn't have this channel. There would be no King's Coast. There would be no GCX. And more than likely, there would be no Magic Find Studios either. I wouldn't have met my closest friends through streaming. Nothing I've accomplished in my life happens without the game, right? I'm forever humbled by that. I have a tattoo. Yeah, Eddie and I have tattoos because of the community. Is there confirmation there won't be a Destiny 3? Yes. Yeah, it has been publicly confirmed that it is not being worked on or greenlit at all internally. I will be around when everything drops for sure. And we'll do some fun stuff leading into GCX this year where we'll do some Sparrow Racing stuff. Escape will make me bald. GCX at Orlando is a huge win. Congrats. Thank you. Thank you. It's our 3rd year there. I'm very excited. We're really locked in on the good times. Do you and God still play games together? Not only do we play games together, but we are making games together now, too. 1980 Sack, thank you for the sub, man. Thank you. Yeah. We are making games at Magic Find Studios. Very exciting times. Although I'm more in the same department as of Kevin, where I get to watch everyone else make the game, and then I get to build the advertising strategy for us. Is that confirmed? Bloomberg is rarely incorrect about negative gaming news. To put it another way, when's the last time you saw them have to print a retraction after publishing that there were going to be layoffs? Hey, No Sleeves, thank you for the raid. Hello. Hello, welcome. It was a great time, Benjamin Photo. I agree. Yeah, Kit. So even like because it's not.
I bought a whole bunch of shungite rocks. Do you know what shungite is? Anybody know what shungite is? No, not Suge Knight. I think he's locked up in prison. I'm talking shungite. Anyways, it's a 2 billion year old like rock stone that protects against frequencies and unwanted frequencies that may be traveling in the air. That's my story. I bought a whole bunch of stuff. Put them around the La Casa. Little pyramids, stuff like that.
Thank God. Thank God I have some of that too. Yo, No Sleeves. The feeling is mutual. It's that meeting, Kevin. I would have never met Kevin without Destiny, which would just be couldn't imagine my life without meeting Kevin. Legitimately. I don't know. Now I'm getting fucking. It's a terrible day for rain in this house. Yeah. Life without meeting Kevin, Corey, everybody. Fuck. So many people. EA is very blamable. I heard that it's in the game. I remember the days of Destiny Con. Yes, those first few years. The threatening phone calls. Okay. Ugh. GCX is better, I agree. Yeah, I'm thankful for you too, Blank. Do you think we'll get a D3 at any point ever? Including the infinite future? Maybe. In the next 5 years? You know? Oh, I should check my email to see if I got I think I got like a insurance meeting today. Oh, hi, Amy. I see you back there. Oh, she gets you? Oh, okay. Oh, okay. You're looking real good. Yeah, you're looking nice.
I feel as a
After 2 weeks of being allergic, Amy, we discovered this week that Amy is allergic to an antihistamine, chat. Amy is allergic to Allegra.
rash.
Yeah, the rash is the last thing to leave. Yesterday all day she was like, all my bones are popping.
My bones popping.
Which was really fun because it was like, oh yeah, the systemic information's going away. Oh yeah, they are texting me. I was going to update you about this, but this is what's been going on with them. It's actually kind of insane.
I don't know.
Without Destiny?
Without Destiny.
Oh, no way. No way. I don't know if I would have had the free money around to like take trips and all the other stuff. Yeah, it's like being you're allergic to Benadryl yourself. Are they new tattoos? These both got finished up about a year ago. I just have an incredible artist who really knows how to pack color. And I can't wait to go see him again soon. Yeah. Amy's reading some important news. Yeah, so I watched Bife's video yesterday. Is there anyone else's video on this you think I should watch? Am I returning for this content? Yeah, I'll be back in June. Probably enjoying a lot of The Last Hurrah between, the day that it drops all the way up to GCX this year. Especially since we're doing a big show at GCX, a little bit of a show off, a little bit of a have fun. Yeah, I didn't read that last part. Whatever she just texted. They just text. Well, you need it. Like you're recovering from whatever. Yeah. Yeah. So much. I'm going to lotion you up. Hmm. Okay.
Oh, and I'm not supposed to.
We're not supposed to take it like the way some of those motherfuckers take Benadryl every day. Because people don't listen to. I read a medical story of a guy who was taking prednisone for 7 years straight.
Come on.
And now his hips are disintegrating. He's 37. I wonder why. Yeah. Yeah. So that you can't take Benadryl every day. Taking it occasionally is fine. Okay, I need to read this.
Definitively.
Um Oh my God. I want to see too. Yeah, I want to look at it.
Okay, so I have to go.
You have to go? Oh, because you're going to shop with your mom.
Yeah.
Are you late?
She's like, "Are you okay?" I was like,
Take a Zyrtec at least before you leave. That might help.
I mean,
Any
usually up.
antihistamine. Yeah.
I'm usually up.
Any antihistamine is going to be good for you.
Do I need to do anything?
Nope, they're all set.
Even food.
Oh, food. Yes,
I
food.
wasn't
Yes,
in and out of
food.
my-
Yes, give them food. They have not had food. We got to do a better job tracking. All right, say goodbye to Amy. I love you. Have fun shopping. I will keep you updated. Bow, 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 bow. Oh my God. I've anybody who Shane is out at MomoCon. I open up Twitter and the city of Atlanta is under a boil water warning right now because of some sort of power failure. I just saw that. Yeah, we have a GCX booth out at MomoCon. Um, okay, this username is insane. Jimmy Squirtenheiser. Is Destiny 2 ending? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Destiny 2 is on the way out. The last update before it goes into maintenance mode is dropping in June with a whole bunch of cool, all of the final stuff it looks like they were working on, including the return of SRL. Escape will make me bald.
I started following you when Taken King came out. So many good memories in D1 and D2. As the Nardog said, I wish there was a way to know you're in the good old days before you've actually left them.
Yep. We were talking about that earlier. My my personal belief is to always remind yourself that right now you're in the good old days. Whatever you're experiencing right now, you're going to look back on it in 10 years and it's going to feel nostalgic to you. It is. That's wisdom. Wisdom from a guy that's about to turn 40 that lived way too much life before he turned 25. You're looking trim, dude. Thank you. Yeah, the tattoos are new. The 80 less pounds is also new. He's a Chad now? Nah. Far from it. The reason I started playing games, Destiny, years since I've come back to Twitch. It's good seeing you again. I swear you had glasses. No, I was fat. I had glasses. I had a really bad webcam. My skin looked purple because I never went outside. I lived in Florida, you know, which I miss. One day we'll get back there. Miss my friends. You're gonna try and make it out this year for Guardian Con or for GC. You see, you write GC and it makes me say Guardian Con. You son of a bitch. You're trying to make it out for GCX this year. Fucking got me. Tricked me. You're a trickster. I like that about you. First day of our summer beverages at King's Coast. I bought Until Dawn because of your playthrough. Such a good time. What's up, Morcus? You out there morking and borking? Miss watching Destiny 1. Oh, yeah. Well, thanks for stopping by to say thank you. It means a lot to me. Appreciate all you did over the years. It was an honor being a part of the community with you all. An honor, I tell you. Damn it. Oh, Morgus, you're very kind. Very kind. Well, I'll be doing meet and greets this year around the convention. So, if you want to meet or greet me, I will be in the primary hall for the show. So I'll be in the sound stage where we do all the main stage stuff because I am the content director for GCX now, which means I will be running the main stage. So I'm sure I'll have time to poke my head out. But I'll be out there doing my job, as they say. But I'll make some time. We'll see. All right, now that Forza's out, Xbox is in full Grand Theft Auto advertising mode. Sounds exciting. It is exciting. Our main stage stuff is going to be sick this year. See you later, Luke. Yeah, it's going to be a good show. Thanks, Lazy Guardian. Oh, it's going to be a special year, Morcus. We finally, even before all of this kind of pivot to including so much Destiny this year, we had a great show planned for you already. So it's going to be a really special and fun year. Lots to do. What games are we into now? Lots of variety stuff. I've really been enjoying playing Forza. I've been doing a lot of F1 and sim racing stuff, as you can see over here. Fair enough. Now, let me tell you, I will make time to see you. I'm not telling you I'm going to be behind a curtain. I'm just telling you I don't have a structured meet and greet yet. Hi, baby girl. Are you sad? Yeah, we are family. Miss Gemma needs to lose some weight. She went to the vet yesterday. Found out she's getting a little porking up. Even though she looks so trim next to Pepper, who's just got some kind of gland problem. That poor girl can't lose weight. But Gemma's got extra muscles. Apparently, she's a little bit overweight. So we got to watch it. Gotta watch it. Baby girl. What is this? This is from the... Okay, do you remember last year, chat? Do you remember that really weird fucking British game that we played? That was just like an entire... The whole thing was just an entendre. Trying to remember what it was called. It's not So I Think You Could Leave. Oh my God. You played as a little guy, you'd run around, you'd slap people in the butt. Thank goodness you're here. The team from Thank Goodness You're Here is making a game, at least the artist is making a game called My Arms Are Longer Now, where you just command somebody's arms that are super long. The arm of the law is long, but your arm is longer now. Pinch, slap, trip, romance, and steal your way through an absurd comedy world in My Arms Are Longer Now, coming next year. So that's going to be fucking hot. That's going to be hilarious. That'll be a fun playthrough where we all look at each other like, did they just do that? Oh, you know there's going to absolutely be a Jack and Your Homies Off entendre in that one. 100%. I feel you, Wipro. I feel you. Let's see. I remember your OG Vault of Glass stream. Time flies. Time flies, man. I'm not going to pay to access your... What a time. Remember the gang playing hide and seek back in the day? Hide and seek. Blending in with the goofy spots. Gonna miss the game. I think we're all gonna miss it. I think we're all gonna miss the potential of... I think the big thing for me is there was always potential for a turnaround, and now that possibility is just gone. T-Rex was raging out at one of Goth's spots. You were wheezing all afternoon laughing. Dude. That's crazy, Aaron. What a matchup. What a matchup, dude. SRL, they did say in Destiny 1 SRL will return. We just didn't know it was going to be the last thing we ever got. Oh, Gemma, are you checking on me? Do I smell like I need food? I haven't eaten anything yet today. Oh my God, shit. Even happier the gang's still streaming. Yeah, I was streaming all sorts of stuff. They really bringing back SRL? 100%. 100%. SRL's coming back in this final update. We'll be doing a big tournament situation at GCX on day one for that. It's going to be a good time. Gonna be a good time. Forklift boss better be there. Better fucking be there.
Escape will make me
Hey,
bald.
Sea-Dog. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. I feel you, Alpha Beta. I get it. Hang on 1 second. Found a piece of land to build on. Oh, that's so exciting. Oh, I mean, who knows, Insane Alpha Beta? At least you're pointing the blame in the right direction, which is the executives who made the poor decisions. Everyone saw Arc Raiders blow up, and everyone said we need one. That's okay. Marathon being an extraction shooter, that was a decision that was made 6 years ago. It wasn't made in response to Arc Raiders. But yeah, everybody saw Tarkov's success and wanted to copy it. That's true. All right, chat. I got to get going. I have a meeting in about 10 minutes, and I need to feed myself. I might be back online tonight, but I don't know. If I don't see you tonight, I'll see you tomorrow for our... we'll be doing some racing sim stuff. We're playing some Forza, and then we'll be hopping into Le Mans Ultimate. I appreciate you for hanging out today. I hope it was good to connect with everybody. I'll see you back in the Destiny directory when everything drops. In a wee bit, in a couple of weeks, and hopefully see a lot of you at GCX. I will now send you over to the GCX channel because we are working with the team from The Hunt to fundraise for St. Jude going into the end of the month. So go support a good cause. Get some smiles. We got Pascaroni on the channel right now. He's going to keep you entertained, and I'll see you next time.